The mice and the elephant. Long time ago in India, there was an old desert village. Empty when were the old houses, streets, and shops. The windows were open, the stairs broken, making it one very fine place for mice to run around. You can be sure of that. In fact, the mice were happily living in this old desert village that they have been there for hundreds of years, even before the people had come in the first place and then left. But now was the best time yet for the mice. They made tunnels out through those fine old homes and buildings, forming great mazes. What good times they had, with their many dinners, parties, and festivals, weddings, and feasts. And so the time passed.
One day, a herd of elephants, numbering in the thousands, stamped through the village on their way to a big lake in the west. All the elephants were thinking about as they marched was how good it would be to jump in that lake for a cool swim. They did not know, and how could they, that as they marched through the village, those big elephant feet were stamping down the mazes and tunnels the mice made. What a mess those elephants left behind. What good time they had with their many dinner parties and festivals, weddings and feasts. The mice quickly held a meeting. If the hare comes back this way again, our community is doomed, cried one mouse. We won't stand a chance, cried another. There was only one thing to do. A group of brave mice followed those elephants' footprints all the way to the lake. There they found the kings of the elephants. Bowing before him, one mouse spoke for the other and says, "Oh, king, not for from for here is our mice community. It's in that old desert village you passed out. You may remember it?" "Of course I remember it," said the elephant kid. "But we did not don't know a mice community was there." "How could you?" said this mouse. "But you heard a stampede of many of the homes where we have lived for hundreds of years. If you were to return the same way, that would surely be the end of us. We are small and you are big, but we ask you, please, won't you find another way to go home? Who knows, maybe some days we might can help you too."
There was only one thing to do. The Elephant King smiled. Imagine, how could tiny mice ever help an elephant? But he felt truly sad. His hair had crossed the village of the mouse, without even knowing it. He said, there is no need for you to worry. I will lead the herd home in another way. It so happens that nearby lived a certain king who ordered his hunter to trap as many elephants as they could. Knowing that the elephant came from far and wide to jump into the big lake to swim, they made a water trap there. As soon as the Elephant King and his herd jumped into that lake, they were caught into the trap, one and all. 2 days later, the hunters dragged the elephant and his herd out of the lake with large ropes and tied the elephants to the big trees in the forest. When the hunters had gone, the Elephant King tried to think, what could they do? They were all tied to the trees, but one elephant was free because he didn't jump into the lake. They tied the elephant to big trees in the forest. The Elephant King called her. He told her that she must go back to the old desert village and bring back the mice who lived there. When the mouse When the mice found out the trouble that the Elephant King has his herd wearing, they raced over to the lake. Seeing the king and his herd tied up, they quickly ran and over to the ropes and began chewing. They chewed as quickly as they could. Soon the ropes were chewed and all the way through and the mice set their large friends free. The elephants have found out a new way home and the mice community lived on for many, many years to come.